Yeah.
Alrighty. Alphonse walks up to the stool next to him because I'm pretty sure he's at the bar, and he goes, "Can I get the
How
opportunity?"
rough does Alphonse look?
Uh, I don't know. Pretty sure.
Did you even get hit last session?
No. The only damage I took was from healing damage.
I would say he took some damage. He's fine though. He's 62 out of 72. So you're
No.
slightly
Yeah,
stuffed.
yeah. You've just been hit by the
The good
good
juice.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's
damn
it.
icky good stuff.
Yeah.
We only used heal like 3 times.
Yeah. Literally, the only damage I took was from that. Uh, yeah. He just sits there and he goes, "Everything all right, amigo?"
Ah, Alphonse. Wish I could say everything was. This is the first time you're gonna see. So you saw he was drinking at the bar. You're going to see he's also smoking as well. Something you've not seen him do in the times that you've been to the Van Hamma's Manor.
You know, I don't really smoke all too much myself. So he just reaches into a pocket, brings out the box, gets the fucking thing out of the box, and he just opens the sword, lights it there, just takes a puff. But every now and then,
You
I
said
do
take the thing out. Are you
enjoy.
talking about like your sensor? From your
No, the fucking
Clarius kit?
Took out the full
no.
ass
It's just
sword
like
out, the fire
no,
sword. He's gonna light a cigarette with a
no,
fire sword.
Cigarette with a fucking sword.
no. Yeah, he's just gonna. Yeah, he just
That's quite
opens it
dope though.
like a
Oh
little
my
bit, not too
god.
much, just like so that the blade is visible because it's obviously on fire or heat. Just turns the cigar on with that. And he goes,
Skeleton smoke sword. Smoke comes out of his cloak.
He doesn't have lungs.
Exactly. That's like he sucks in, and then it doesn't like it comes out of his eye sockets, and it's just
he just goes.
he starts smoking. Like you don't blow it out. You just start to smoke.
Anyways, he just goes. But every now and then, sometimes I like to relax. So, what's troubling you?
Tell me, friend, you have kids?
No, but I always wanted one.
I don't think Benhemis knows you're undead, right?
No, nobody does, except for the party.
Except for the party.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it.
Have
Getting
any
a sip
kids?
from his. What's that?
No, Alphonse was just going having a small one around.
Everyone would have known this. The Benhemes family has 3 kids. You would have seen them as you have come and gone a couple of times from there.
Fair.
Any trouble?
Yep. Things have been a bit rough at home lately.
It's going through a rebellious phase.
I'm here to listen, amigo.
Did Relawana come over and say that?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
Something like that. The oldest is just. God, sometimes. Just gotta get out of the house to get away from them sometimes. You can see that, Relawana, you can see that he's got, like, bags under his eyes. He's got, like, a bit of a, like, very tired expression.
Are we about to be hired to be babysitters?
Take him
Don't worry,
of
guys.
the-
I
of
got
the
this.
help.
I'm also a kid, so
Babysitter's imaginable.
Hi, we'll get your kids killed someday.
Tried to get her some help, but it's not working, and she's just so frustrating to deal with.
what's the issue? You can tell us. We're friends.
Hold on. Someone came and asked me a question.
Oh, no worries.
Ugh. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Give me a second. I had a response. What did you ask?
I was just saying, like, what did I ask?
What,
I was like,
what the
oh,
issue was?
what's the issue? Maybe we can help. We're friends.
Honestly, I can't tell what the problem is. Think she's sick. Local doctor doesn't have a clue. Don't really know who to ask about it. He's gonna tap his cigarette to knock some of the ash off. He seems mostly distracted during this whole conversation. You don't really have to make a check for that. That's very apparent from his mannerisms. He's like kind of half paying attention, kind of just thinking, also just tired.
Yeah.
Tired dad. Well, maybe I could try and help.
He's gonna turn back to the collection of people around him now. He's like, "Hey, you were a doctor too, weren't you? Before this whole
Mm-hmm.
business."
That I was.
I don't see why not. If you can figure it out, I'd be definitely willing to pay. Bring some of your other friends along. Who knows what maybe she needs an exorcism at this point. Anyways. Sure, why not? Yeah. That'll work. So Billy, here's my tab. He's gonna push over a couple of silver coins and stand up and throw his coat over his shoulders. Why not we go do that? He seems...
Turn to the rest of the party, like, you guys want to go play doctor?
I'm here now. Ah.
You are?
Raisami appears.
Where did you go?
Just with a. I'm there. The single pop. I'm there.
So what happened? We're going straight to his house or to his place, or we're just gonna be all
It's
like,
not too far, and nowhere is far in this town.
Oh, you're right.
All town.
He's actually not going to guide you. He's actually not going to guide you, through the town. He's actually going to lead you over this way, down the beach. He's actually going to lead you to the dock down underneath the log flume that leads from the sawmill, and there's actually a wooden braced door with a key. He's gonna pull out a key and open it. He's gonna lead you up a passage that leads up and into the bottom floor of the sawmill.
Alphonse just goes.
Just to save time.
Yeah.
That's how he gets up and down.
Yeah.
From
I was just gonna say, fucking Alphonse just goes. Gorio, Yeah, you're just full of mysteries, aren't you?
He's going to put his cigar out in one of the unlit sconces, and he's going to say, "Suppose this whole town has mysteries and secrets. My family didn't build this. It's been here since the estate was handed over to my great-great-grandfather. Seems safe enough." And
Fair enough.
you arrive at the Menhemes Manor. He's going to unlock the door and lead you all in to the main foyer. The maid, two of the maids are going to take your coats and things as you come in. Janice, have the kids been put to bed? Yes, master. Doriana seems to be still restless, though. Figures. Well, you can guide Ralph here and his compatriots to her room. They are going to take a look at her. They're a doctor. I feel like we need a second opinion. As you wish, sir. You're going to get guided through the house to the family wing of the estate, and are going to be led to one of the rooms of one of the children of the Menhemes family. Well, here it is. Do try to keep it down, though. The other children are trying to sleep. I'll be out here if you need anything. She's gonna step aside down to the end of the hallway and start, like, dusting off a couple of things and just doing menial busy work.
Made things.
Made things. You know how it is.
I guess I'll just give a light knock on the door.
When you knock, you don't get a response.
What did he say her name was? Doriana?
Yes.
Right? I'll just, what do I say? I'll call out, Doriana, I'm coming in. I'm a friend of your father's. And open the door. Just to give, like, some sort of heads up.
Sure. As you enter in, I don't... Okay, so it does not... I can't seem to find this image anywhere in Foundry, so I will just share it directly from the PDF to the group chat. So, you're going to see, sitting on her bed, knees up, very much just sitting in the corner of her bed, holding a stuffed animal. You're going to see the teenaged child, Doriana, who seems to be similarly exhausted in appearance like her father, with bags under her eyes, looking at you with a bit of confusion, but also disinterest. She doesn't immediately respond to you when you come in. She simply just watches you,
She
scratching
looks so sad.
at the back of her hand.
Wait, do we know how old she is? I'm curious how old she is in comparison to Reloana, who's also like a teenager.
Sure. Give me a second here. It does actually say. Hold on. Give me a second. I actually, where the hell was it? God, I read this literally like 3 days ago and I completely forgot. Why can I not remember the name of the child? Not the name, the age of the child. She's in her teens. She's the oldest of the Menhemes children. I think somewhere like I think she's like 15, 16.
Or pretty close in age.
Yeah. You're older, but
Yeah.
she's going to, without further provocation, simply watch you from the corner like a kind of like a dog in a shelter, just like one of the ones that's just like just watching you.
Kind of wary.
Yeah.
Your father said that you were sick. I'm a doctor. I was hoping to see if there's anything I could help. Take a look at you, see if we can figure out what's going on.
She's gonna roll her eyes to that. Not sick.
No?
She doesn't understand. Fine. That's what my father wants.
I'm sorry to ruin this moment, but I can't get the. It's not a phase, Mom. Go.
Sure. So, do you proceed and insist on a medical medical checkup effectively? Just a once over.
Yeah, sure. Just
Sure. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Give me your that there goodest skill. Very good. That is a very good roll. I'm surprised it's not higher. Oh, it's because your wisdom's bad, right? Fair. Bad wisdom.
Unfortunate.
mm-hmm.
Sure. So when you give her a look over, it seems to be for the most part in good health. Although she has some strange bruises on one of her hands and wrist, and obviously clear signs of exhaustion, an extended period of unrestful sleep is your best guess. Were this just to be a regular patient, you would just have recommended getting a good night's rest. But that clearly has not worked. As any other doctor would have given a similar opinion.
Right.
See, I'm fine.
Well, if you're not sick, then what is it that's got your dad so concerned?
Would you like to make a diplomacy check to pry?
Sure.
Sure, do it. Well, I've been having some strange dreams lately, and it's hard to explain. The motley man in my dreams, go on these beautiful adventures, and he gives me some of my favorite toys from when I was a child. And you'll notice that some of her she seems to have stuffed animals in a room that you would presume would be for a younger child, and seems to have been gotten out from storage recently. And well, I've just had it's made socializing a bit difficult. No one seems to believe me when I talk about him. They call me crazy, and he's not real. But I know he's real. You think he's real, right?
I believe you, kid. There's obviously something going on here.
And she's gonna go back to she's gonna go pick up her stuffed animal and sit back down on her bed and go back to like scratching the back of her hand.
Raisami, you're better with the spooky stuff. What do you think? Do you have any idea what these dreams might be about?
I don't know. Would I don't know what. Is there any kind of check I could make to potentially make heads or tails of this?
Sure. Also, dog, because of your something odd feature, I will take note. The bruising on her arm stands out to you as odd. She doesn't seem sick. The bruising is very strange and unnatural. She doesn't look like she's been injured or anything. You can't find any signs of like it doesn't look like she's like slammed it against it or anything. It doesn't look like she was attacked by a dog. Her hand is just
random
very
bruise.
yeah. And she has been absent-mindedly like scratching like the back of her hand, and that very much tips you off to something is wrong.
Yeah.
So
I guess I'll try and I'll gesture to her hand and ask, did you take a fall or something? Your hand looks pretty banged up there.
she's gonna look at her hand for a second, and she's gonna be like, I don't think so. It's not normal. A sense of genuine confusion.
I probably just bumped into something. We'll figure out what's going on.
So, Raisami, if you wanted to, you could do like an occultism or something like that.
Take a call to
Wanted to try.
Do a spooky.
Where are them ghosts at? I diagnosed you with ghosts.
You have the spooky disease. So,
A ghost.
So, you also get a little bit of a wigged out by the strange bruising on her arm and her hand, and if you look at it a little bit longer, something in the back of your mind starts telling you is that writing? With your occultism check. Let me check your character sheet for a second. I just have to make sure that you know something. Checking your skills and such. So, with a 26 on your roll, you think that it's writing, and as you look at it, you start to run through your mind of like symbols and esoteric words that you've heard before spoken about in terms of like ritualism and eventually some of the characters start to make sense to you, and you sound out the word lenge. It's the only word that of the odd shapes on her arm that you think you can decipher from whatever strange, oddly shaped script this could be. I will put this word in the chart. Lenge. And when you say that, Doriana's going to pull away and be like, well, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. If you don't think you found anything, I'm a bit tired, and it's a bit late. She's going to eye you, not really suspiciously, but like, I'm getting uncomfortable now. You guys, I'm familiar with you, as in, because you've seen her before and she's seen you, but you guys don't, like, you don't have like a strong connection with the Menhemes family.
Ghosts. Fucking ghosts.
Maybe it is ghosts.
Well, before we go, actually, could you tell us around when these dreams started?
It was, maybe a week ago? 5 or 6 days? It was... Here's, I'm gonna ask the question. How long ago did you open the, wall of force leading down to the
Thought
fifth
it might have
floor?
something to do with that.
It's been a hot minute. I don't remember the exact amount of days.
So, you can surmise that based on the time frame she gives up and the fact that you haven't been around enough to be informed of any goings on sooner. I feel like this might have been something that's been brewing since that time.
Oh boy.
She's not targeted.
So yeah, she starts to pull away from you in terms of like she had started to open up to you from your diplomacy check and all that. So she's less off put by you, but she's kind of now like, all right, well, this has been nice and all, but social battery's running out for her.
We'll leave you to rest now, and just head on out.
Right.
Spooky child.
You're gonna see as you make your way out, are guided back to the foyer by the maid. You'll see Menhemes is slouched in a chair in the in the sitting room, just nursing a glass of whiskey.
Hmm.
Culture, I see.
What'd you say back?
No, I was all like, oh, he's a man of culture, I see.
Oh.
Any success?
Well, she isn't sick, really. Physically, she seems fine, just tired. There does seem to be something going on. We're gonna look into it a little bit more and let you know what we figure out, but as it goes for her physical health, she's fine.
I see. I'm gonna give you one more thing from your something's odd, because I've not really used it very much in this game. His behavior seems very odd to you. He seems very... When it comes to the subject of Doriana, he's concerned. Like, very much like a father would be. But he also seems unnaturally gruff and impatient about the matters to deal with his daughter, more as it's something that, while concerned, he also seems frustrated dealing with it, which seems odd to you. It seems kind of unnatural the way he's acting for a father. And the maid also like, she very much has like the professionalism going on, but you can tell that there's like most maids that you would have interacted with would have very clearly had like this paternal sense about when dealing with the children of the house. She seems kind of like, oh, this is just like, I'm just doing my job, business as usual, when it came to like the matters of dealing with Doriana.
Interesting. Okay.
They both seem to have a strange, like, weird attitude about the whole thing. Well, if you think you've come to anything, or if you'd like to see her again to find out more, feel free to come back anytime.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we figure anything out.
He's gonna nod. Be safe. It's dangerous on the roads at night.
Will do.
I'm assuming the party leaves, or do you like turn invisible and like sneak around the house, or like what's the you cast sleep on everyone and then steal all the valuables? Like what's everyone doing?
Yeah.
I'm interested in hanging around and possibly having Skitters like stealth up and kind of just watch her through her window.
That's so
For the night.
creepy.
I mean, to walk
That's a very
over her and
good
see what happens.
No, I know, like, why, but the idea of, like, being a child and then like a fucking spider just hanging, like a huge spider hanging out in your window.
Actually, so
If she has a window,
Relawana,
of course.
so everyone, you have 1 hero point. Relawana, you can get an additional hero point. You would know that as an occult individual. This is a thing you would know from your upbringing. The idea of watching over someone as they sleep to ward off spirits is actually a well-known phenomenon for spiritual healers and voodoo men.
Man, I am stumbling into right answers again.
Nice.
So potentially either turning around and going back and be like, actually, or potentially some other night, you could potentially stay and observe while she's sleeping. Magically, obviously, observe.
I would be down for that another time. It'd be weird to go like, oh, actually, go back.
I just
mark
had an
back in.
idea. You know, what
Had
if?
an idea. Like, could I just like hang out with her for the night?
Yo, can I just like have a sleepover?
Sleepover.
Oh.
Slumber party.
So, feel free to have an additional hero quest.
Hell yeah!
Oh, look at you.
I love first the little slime guys, and now this. I am killing it on accident.
Hell yeah.
All right. So
But not actually killing it.
what's the plan?
What is the
In all
plan?
honesty, I know 3 of us really need to rest off some pain that we currently have.
Indeed.
Because I'm about half health, and I know Kite and Skitters are both like almost dead.
So,
Yeah, I think anything we'd want to check out we could do after everybody takes a nap.
Yeah, try and
Right.
heal up and or just like rest off some of our injuries and then come back to this.
sure thing. The collective party can go ahead and if there's anything anyone needs to wrap up at 12 a.m. They can. If not, the party can receive a long rest. What were you gonna say, Alphonse?
Oh no, I was just gonna say fucking I don't know. Anything happens fucking 4 hours later after us going to sleep. Cause
Nothing.
Skeleman.
Nothing in particular happens in the middle of the night. You play some cards with the lizard with wings and no legs.
Oh yeah, you're right. Forgot about that.
I think that means it's the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a second there. I was like, wait, with the lizard? The lizard ain't here. That's right, I forgot.
Sometimes I can
snake.
still hear his voice.
I'm not dead. Quit telling everyone I'm dead.
God dang it, woman, quit telling people I'm dead.
Where's that from?
Brother Bear.
Oh. Alrighty.
Completely unrelated, but my personal headcanon for why Ralph wasn't here last session is that he left his wallet back in Absalom and had to walk back to go get it.
That's fair. That's a day trip. All right.
I saw me with you because he needed a buddy.
Yeah. Roads are dangerous. You probably got ambushed by some hobgoblins, and you either
Yeah, we had our own crazy adventure.
you either summarily executed them, or they were like, look, we're only like after you kicked their ass, they're like, look, we only robbed you because some bandits kicked us out of our town, and then you just went on a side adventure where you just like beat up a bunch of bandits, just the two of you. And gave some hobgoblins back their little village, which they then proceeded to go back to being bandits.
Alrighty, so everyone get the sheep.
Yeah, y'all can click on your character sheets the long rest button.
I do believe, Miss Tardy, we get a level up now.
You do. Everyone is now the level of 6.
and I didn't do what I said I was gonna do and look at Path Builder and see what I was gonna do for my level up. Yeah.
The problem with that, where I realized because of some stuff we messed around with my character, the path builder thing is like wrong, but I didn't know what was wrong specifically, so now I have to like go in and.
Well, you can look
Fix
at what your character gets at a level up, and then just add an additional archetype feat. So, because of what you did, you have enough feats to be able to at this level up, because you took 2 gunslinger feats at level 4. So you could take, I think what we were talking about is that you were going to take medic.
Medic dedication, yeah.
Yeah, and then you have either you can take another feat from gunslinger, or you can take one of your investigator feats at level 6. If there's any level 6 investigator feats that are Gucci as Gangle is. So
Oh, that's right. I was gonna take Dirge of Doom.
yeah, half the party has their shit. Half the party does not have their shit in terms of done.
I'm a half and half.
I mean, I don't have
Wings,
my
let
stuff
me-
full because, like, I'm waiting to decide on a few things depending on if we
It's good.
stay in town for a
Shit, that's
week or
good.
not.
Wings, you want me to take control of Kite? While you're here?
Sure, go for it.
Wings,
Alright.
didn't you already do? No, Kite, you didn't do your level up for Kite.
I have not leveled up yet. No.
Now, the party, Dog, you were going to retrain some stuff. You guys have a couple of days. Would you like to have some things crafted and take some days to retrain, or do you want to go back into the Bamo vaults next day and do some more looking around and all that? You have options.
Was I going to? Because I already retrained into occultism. I can't remember what the other thing I was gonna.
Well, that was what you were going to do, but you never had the time for it yet.
I thought we already did.
So you took a
Yeah, I
day
thought we
trip
already
to
did that too.
Absalom, right? When you got back from Absalom, did you spend a couple of days retraining?
Pretty sure we did.
it would be a
I
week.
remember because my occultism is like higher now, and I didn't change that this time. I did that last time. So
I know, but I think we
I
might
think
have
we said
changed
we
it,
did
but I don't
that.
think you ever actually took the time for it because you got back from
okay,
so you
well
guys
then
went to
yeah,
Absalom,
we could.
right? You went to Absalom, and that was like a day trip. That you were there for like 2 days, and then you came back, right? And then the question is, did you then go immediately to the Abomination Vault, or did you take a week or some time to do some downtime things? So if you did downtime things, then we can deal with like, okay, what did you do during downtime? Because if you did have downtime, you could have been retraining. So you and Raisami could have been retraining.
Yeah.
Other party members, if they needed to retrain feats, that is a possibility. However, that retraining would have happened before Warg ate some ooze.
Right.
Yeah.
We could say that we had some downtime before.
Because
we
if you
went back in, right?
did your downtime now, Warg would be able to retrain his archetype at the same time.
Oh, I mean, do you want to do that? If that's easier, then we can just do that. But
I mean, it's really up to you guys. It's
I mean,
just
you're the
a
person that it
map-
would affect the most, I think. So
I mean, yeah, but at the same
wanna-
time,
do you want
it
to?
affects you guys too because you're retraining skills.
We probably have the time.
Could. Yeah.
Okay. So, if you're going to be doing spending the time to retrain, you have a blacksmith available. Does anyone need to upgrade equipment? Potentially add like elemental aspects to their weapons? Does anyone need to add runes to their armor that didn't have runes of a certain level? As you have a blacksmith on your payroll that is waiting for work.
I mean, I do, but I'm waiting till the party does all their things and then fucking see what about that.
Anyone?
Could I possibly purchase one of those belts of good health?
I mean, sure. It is 85 gold.
Hmm.
85 gold for 4 HP.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It's 85 gold, and it's for 4 HP.
Might not be worth it. Instead, I'll just buy 2 more scrolls of second level healing and call it a that.
Anyone need anything?
Skill feat to get.
What are you saying?
What do you at? I just don't know what skill feat to get. What were you asking?
I was just asking if anyone needs anything made. Anything need any other weapons upgraded? You said heal, Wangs?
I'm sorry, what?
You said heal.
Yes, 2 scrolls of second level heal.
That's second level heal is 12 gold. They're in the people's loot.
Okay, thank you.
Raisami is becoming more
And
and
if-
more a weirdo. Because the skill feat I took is called Aura Sight. And once an hour I could just stare at somebody for 1 minute. Without blinking or otherwise losing my concentration. And then you can then perceive any or all of the following information: the target's current attitude towards you, the target's current apparent emotional state, and a general assessment of the target's physical health, such as conditions or afflictions it has. You might need to succeed a occultism check to against the affliction or conditions DC to detect the presence of a specifically hidden or subtle condition or affliction. In addition, the GM rolls a secret occultism check for you against the target's deception DC. If your result exceeds your target's, you can identify if they're being deceptive in some way.
Deceiving.
I just stare at someone for a minute and just read them.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool.
Slade, are you busy?
I guess are we?
Am I busy? I'm waiting for the party to decide if they're doing anything.
Do you mind helping me level up? Since I can't.
Yeah, let me go to your character sheet. Should only take me like 6 seconds. Make level 6. You are taking. Did you get a skill increase? What does everyone get this level? Did they get a skill increase or a skill feat?
Skill feat.
Skill
Skill
feat.
feat, archetype feat, and class feat. That's it.
All right, what's your skill feat, Nord?
It's Eidolon's Wrath,
I said skill.
being trained in stealth,
I said
and
skill. Start with the skill feat.
Skill feat.
That's your class feat.
training, whatever that feat is.
Skill training.
And it was being trained in stealth.
Okay. So I take skill training and bang stealth, and then all right, and then class feat is going to be Eidolon's Wrath, I think.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh,
Bang.
in our downtime.
Shit. What did I just remove? What was your level 2
Oh, you finished this first.
feat?
My
Not
level
your
2 feet.
Level 4 feet. I meant to say.
I believe that was tandem movement.
Okay, because I accidentally dragged it on top of the tandem movement and it replaced it for some reason. Oof.
Yeah,
There we go.
on the page it'll go anywhere. I accidentally put my skill feat, my archetype feat when I was first doing it.
Yeah. All right. There we go. And then what's your archetype feat?
It's the archetype sorcerer bloodline spell, I believe. It's the thing that gives the focus spell, which should be fairy fire
Basic
or
bloodline spell.
fairy dust. Yes, that.
Which I'm gonna check and see if it gives you your spell casting or not. It gives you the spell or not. It does not add the spell, so I have to add your focus spell, which is fairy dust. Dust.
Oh,
do you
David
spell
did
fairy?
cantrip. Okay.
I will say, I also with my me being able to cast shield on other people, I just got really good at it. Like I just got better at it because I normally either do normal shield or amped shield from my psychic stuff. However, my level 6 feat gives me an additional amp I can do when casting an amped cantrip on somebody. Where I can, if I cast it on an ally, they get the spell plus physical damage resistance of 2 plus the spell's level.
Yeah. Focus spells, primal, charisma, create. There we go. And then give me that fairy dust. There you go.
Which means effectively, whenever I cast normal shield on somebody, I can choose to amp it and also give them physical damage resist of 5.
Heck yeah. Now they super chong.
Hell yeah.
So I believe that's all your shit wangs. Obviously excluding your additional. You don't gain any extra spells because you're a sorcerer. You're a summoner. Get wrecked, dab. All right.
That's next level.
Everyone else got their sheet.
I believe so.
Very good. All right.
Waiting to.
Skitters is not leveled up.
I
I will
don't
level them
know
up for
if
you.
Oh, yes, please.
And I also level
Gonna
up.
retrain
Yo.
stuff. If not, it's fine. I can always wait till another point.
I'm assuming you guys did take the time because that's what I think they said they were gonna do. So
Yeah, go
if
for
you're
it,
if you're
Grayson.
taking the time,
Okay.
Doug, you now have the occultism. By the way, Doug, if you make a medicine check on someone and you are trained in a skill, which you weren't in that situation, but if you were trained in a skill to recall knowledge, you do get a circumstance bonus because you succeeded at a medicine check. That's part of your
Noted.
that's part of your subclass feature. Is your
Would I be allowed to? I can retrain skill in this downtime. Would I be able to retrain a skill as well?
Yeah, if you're taking the time, you need someone that
Oh, boy.
that has the skill either in town
Ah.
or in the party.
Does
They need
anyone
to be
have
at
a
least
decent
an ex-
society?
The dog is a god at society.
Yeah.
I would
The dog
like
is
to
so good at
retrain it, yeah, because
society.
I need to untrain one of my other social skills into society. It's one of the ones I can't use performance for.
Yeah. So if you want, you can go ahead and. Why are you expert in nature?
Because I need it for my companion.
Oh, you get it from your companion, or you need it?
Well, I needed to level up some of my skills for the companion
okay.
for the Beastmasters.
Fair enough. All right. So what are you getting rid of?
Shit.
That's the real question.
Intimidation.
Damn, buh.
I don't need it.
Alright, well, at the end of, like, however long it takes
Society.
to retrain this stuff,
Yeah,
Ward
you
is gonna
wisdom.
look a little more oozy.
At your current degree of
Wow.
at your current degree of oozification, he just looks like he's constantly got a thin sheen of glistening sweat. Like he just finished a very heavy set of weightlifting. Right.
Rose the Rock in a
You
Fast
okay,
and
man?
Furious
So-
movie.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Shield?
So,
in terms of the
don't
downtime,
get mad. I
Raisami.
think this may be because of the ooze.
Yes.
So, Raisami, the dog, and the spider have a study session. They have a powwow as you teach each other skills. Dog, not dog, Warg, you become goopy. And then Fairy, what are you doing?
What the fairy doing?
I'm working on Tito, trying to kind of kid him out a bit more. After I got fucked up last session, no, I'm not having that happen again.
Would you like to like apprenticeship with the blacksmith then?
I was more doing that for like mechanical things, but if there's something I can do with the blacksmith,
That's
I honestly don't know what I would get.
So, because doing stuff with Tito is not a downtime activity. You're not retraining or anything. You're just leveling up. So,
Right.
we'll get back to that. Skeleton, what are you doing?
Yep. Trying the shield.
Okay. So, in terms of what you're doing actively with your downtime, you wanted to be doing like research on things you've encountered in the dungeon?
Sure.
Alright, I'll come back to you and we can do some recall knowledge checks using your ridiculous fucking charisma-based recall knowledge. So,
And not get anything.
Hey guys, I have a really fun spell, but I would need. I'm not gonna take it unless I have permission from all of you.
Oh boy,
That's scary. What is it?
I like it
The
already.
spell
What
is
is it?
It's called Life Pact. So it takes 1 minute to cast. It targets up to 6 willing creatures, and it lasts for 10 minutes. Using your life force or spirit as a conduit, you bind the targets in a mystical pact. If one of the targets is about to take damage that would reduce it to 0 HP, all other targets immediately lose 3 hit points, and the triggering target regains a number of hit points equal to the amount of hit points lost in this way, just before taking the damage. If this healing is enough that the triggering target is no longer reduced to 0 hit points, they remain conscious. Once the triggering target has regained hit points from the other targets, the spell ends. So effectively, we link all together, and the first time someone hits 0, we all take 3 damage and give that to the person taking the damage, potentially make it so they don't go to 0.
God, I can't. Oh, Jesus.
Wink, wink. Oh, there you
I can't wait. I can't wait for the time where like half the party has like 2 or 1 HP.
Yeah.
Or, like everyone has like 2 or
Kills
1
everyone.
HP, and then like one person stands up, the rest of the party drops.
I like the spell. I think it's a great idea.
It's
But the
spooky,
rest
but
of
in a
the
very
party-
fun
Sounds
way.
like it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, Mr. DM. I also forgot. Does my feeling of impending doom go down after a long rest? I don't remember.
I believe it takes you 2 long rests, but yes.
Okay.
After 2 nights, that feeling subsides.
All right.
And
By the way,
after
Kirsten, your
a
mic is
week,
little bit crackly.
you feel like you constantly had this weird like tingling feeling every once in a while when everything was still enough to where you weren't actively doing something. You would feel like almost like static on your fingertips every once in a while, and after a week, that sensation completely goes away. The
Gotcha.
places where you were holding the book when you read it to draw on its power seem to have a lingering odd feeling, but after a week of not messing with the book, it goes away.
Gotcha.
So,
There's something I missed. I read the Whispering Reads. I used it.
Oh.
That's why
there's
I have a
another
feeling of
spell that's
impending
really
doom.
cool. Damn. I only
Hey,
get one
that's
of
the
these.
drawback of being a psychic. You don't get as many spells as everyone
I
else.
know. I could make it so we all enter a blood pact and all fucking die. Or I can make it so I can age people or items.
You can age people.
Oh, I forgot that. I
Oh,
do
is
get
that
Curse of
March?
Lost Time.
Okay, yeah.
I
It
mean,
was-
there is that one, but
There's activate entropy, which is the spell I was thinking of. There's activate
So-
entropy. There's march into oblivion, and then there's like a bunch
Yeah,
of spells like
so
that.
Curse of Lost Time, you can touch a construct, a living creature, or an object, and it effectively just ages them for a duration depending on the success. And if they critically fail, it's just permanent.
They just turn to ash.
Like, so if you do it on a living creature, they are clumsy 1 and enfeebled 1 on a success for 1 round, on a failure for an hour, and on a critical failure for an unlimited duration. On a construct, it's pretty much the same thing. However, it takes 46 damage and cannot be repaired.
Hell yeah.
And then an object, it also takes the 46 damage. It is cursed. And it cannot be. It is always a shoddy item and cannot be repaired until the curse is removed.
Hell yeah. Speaking of which, you guys spending a week of downtime. I'm assuming you identified the some of the objects in your inventory.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we found some stuff that we didn't know what the fuck it was.
All right, so the hat-shaped object you found is a. I'm not gonna have recall knowledge rolls on this. You have a week of downtime. You will succeed at some point, right? So I'll identify that. It's a greater hat of disguise. Instead of casting first level illusory disguise, it casts second level illusory disguise.
Nice.
Which means that it disguises your voice and scent, and it gains and the effect gains the auditory and olfactory traits. So it makes it so that if the dog were to use it, they wouldn't smell like a dog anymore, and they wouldn't they'd be able
No more
to
dog smell.
they'd be able to impersonate someone's voice as well. So
Hell yeah.
the other thing was a codex. However, it is very damaged and would require the delicate, nimble hands in order to extract its contents. It has formulas in it, as far as you can tell, but it requires skill checks to extract them. I don't know if anyone in the party uses poisons, but it does contain the formulae for a handful of on-level poisons right now. Or you could attempt to extract them and just sell them. But none of you are poisoners, so it's a little iffy if you'll use that. I will leave that up to you to do with as you wish. Now, Skeletron,
Yeah, what's up?
you wanted to have the shield reforged and to sacrifice the sword to make fancy shield?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to do some crafting. Brynjolf takes the task up with gusto. Fairy, do you live? I'll take that as a no.
Very.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
Fairies die.
Alright, what's up?
Are you alive?
Barely. I'm lagging the fuck up.
Are you watching Cringe Lux stream? Because that may be part of the problem.
Yeah, here, I'll help you out.
Wings, would you like to assist with the crafting?
I caught like half of that.
Stop dying. You're not allowed. Cease.
This is very annoying.
Assist. Crafting. Question mark.
Man is fucking dead.
Be-
All right,
it
Oh,
might
in
no.
be
chat,
easier to
in
just
chat,
type it in.
Wangs, do
Yeah, probably.
you craft?
This shit is whack, dude.
I can't
Uh,
believe he's dead.
I work with Tito. I don't know what I would even craft.
Why are you dying?
Because
tragic.
you're the Binge Lord.
All right, so I'm assuming you don't seek guidance from the professional craftsman in the part that you have with you. Cool. All right, going to roll his crafting check without aid then. Very good.
Very good.
All right, bad luck.
What?
The fees are going to be to get it reforged. Actually, less than you expected. It's only gonna be 20 gold instead of the
20?
instead of the 32. It'll only be 20.
Alright.
As he critically succeeded at his crafting check.
My Speeder's AC is gonna start lacking pretty soon.
All right, bad luck. Go ahead, and you are now allowed to wield the weapon. You now have a smoking shield instead of a sword
Let's go.
that returns back to you. Very good. You are now Captain Skeletor.
Yes.
Did he actually just add the well, he just basically turned the freaking smoking sword into a shield?
Yes, he also took the silver cane and made it so he engaged with the crafting, not the crafting rules, but the upgrade system. His shield now has the silver property. His shield is a +1 striking weapon, and it has the fire trait, so it deals fire damage. I've asked the entire party like 7 times if anyone wanted to upgrade anything. You have money.
I remember these questions.
Only one person took me up on the offer. So,
Bruh, you
yes.
think I'm intelligent enough to remember that kind of stuff?
So now the skeleton has a cool
He's too
shield.
busy being goo.
Skeleton, go ahead and give me 3. Go ahead. You can give me 3 esoteric lore checks, and you can tell me 3 things from the dungeon that you have at least heard of or otherwise believe may exist that you would like to know more about, and then we will move on from this downtime.
Alrighty. Sorry, I had to find it. Oh! 22.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the 3, and then tell me. Make them. Hold on. Go back. Make them secret
Alright.
rolls, so you don't know what the fucking results are.
Alright,
fucker.
I'll make them secret. Fuck
And then
it.
tell
I'll make
me about things you want to recall knowledge on from the dungeon.
private GM rolls. Alright. Here's 1. Sadly. For some reason, I can see them still, even though I put them out.
I'll just do them. Skills. Your bullshit esoteric lore ability.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, what do you want to know about? Tell me the 3 things, and I will tell you if you recalled any knowledge on it.
The glyphs, because I'm super curious about that.
The glyphs on the transparent stone?
Yeah.
So they are runes that are used to control the properties of the stone.
Okay.
You would know that they can make the stone return back to opaque. It can obscure. It can actually change the on some of them that you saw, it can actually have the viewing window project a vision of from a different position. So for in the arena, the window could actually show a perspective from like the other side, and it can also make the wall incorporeal, so you'd be able to move through it with the right gestures. And with that recall knowledge, you know you would be able to figure out how.
So I got 2 more. From what we explored. Yes, I don't even know, Chief.
You can confer
be
with the
honest.
rest of the party if there are things that they would like to know about.
Yes. Actually, I was about to ask the rest of the party. Is there anything y'all want to know?
Not that I can think of.
Any creatures you would like to know how they work? Any special features of creatures? Any
Oh, what about that fucking giant? Oh yeah, that was also a thing. Giant flesh monster. And I opened the door, saw it, closed the door, and immediately we ran.
door? Are you referring to the one that was in the arena?
Was
No,
it here?
No, the
No,
flesh
no,
monster does
There's
near the
like
bar.
Yeah, it was literally across the hall from the bar. We
Oh,
opened it
now
up.
I know what you're talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
that guy. Okay, sure. So you're going to recall knowledge on that friend?
Yeah,
Sure. So,
because I'm pretty sure we have to fight that thing.
so that with your esoteric knowledge, you realize that is an fuck. I'll just put it in chat. I'm not even gonna try.
Narc? God damn.
He's a fucking narc. There you go. Earnacurse. So, you would know that it is a form of flesh-warped creature. Now, what specifically do you most want to know about?
We'll start off with like the most easiest one, and common one. It's weakest save, I guess.
Okay, what else?
And it's vulnerability, or it's essentially weakness.
Okay. So, it doesn't really have any weaknesses.
Yeah.
You would know that as a creature that its flesh has been warped and its mind has been sundered, you very much know that its will is going to be its weakest save. And I'll just tell you as the last detail, it has attack of opportunity.
Gotcha.
So,
Alrighty.
I'm just quickly trying to remember. I believe you would know that it is a. They are so different creatures form different flesh-warped monstrosities. You would know that a Drider is very much a flesh-warped drow, and Earnacurse is a surface a surface elf that has been flesh-warped.
Alright, for the last one, anything y'all want to know, like about creatures, the dungeon? I don't know. Well, you ate 15 years ago?
Oh,
15 years ago.
hold on. What about the word?
What word?
When?
Oh, that was on.
Yeah.
Would that work?
Will that work? Can we ask about that?
You could.
I wish to.
Okay.
Alright. I guess about whatever word they're
I
talking
have
about.
bad news. With the
Yeah?
last roll, they did not roll high enough to get anything.
God damn it.
Damn.
He got a regular failure. if that is what you wanted to, if that is what he's attempting to recall knowledge on. Lenge seems to be too esoteric even for the skeleton.
Dang.
All right. Well, that's it.
Very good. I was expecting someone to recall knowledge about Hydra, but suppose not.
No, we're just gonna go with my initial plan to throw a rock at it, and everything will be fine.
This is
I
fair.
was, I was gonna suggest the
It's a very
challenge
great
room,
idea.
but
The creature in the
Owl.
challenge room.
just the challenge room in general. But yeah, the creature in the challenge room. If we want something specific,
This is the thing. I feel like there's so much that it's almost hard to narrow down what
Yeah.
specifically to
Yeah,
ask about.
that's what I'm always fucking struggling with. But when we get to if we interact with the Hydra that's there, I could be like, all right.
You can still
pick on the Hydra.
recall knowledge on it in the
Yeah.
moment. This is just the research you did during downtime. So because
Oh,
you did
yeah.
it as during downtime, I was more lenient on the DCs and also was more forthcoming with additional information because you spent additional time on it.
Yeah.
So now, on that matter, you have completed your downtime activities. You have retrained several of you. The Skeletron now has a fancy schmancy Schwield. Warg is now Goopy.
You're a goopy guy.
During
Can't
your
believe
during
you
your
turned yourself goop.
during your downtime, did you pursue the issue with Doriana further?
I think maybe because it might be. I was thinking maybe we could ask Rin
This is
about it.
so yeah.
Mm,
But
mm.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, your downtime, that's just what you were doing with like the 8-hour normal part of the day. You still have like the later afternoon to night times is like free time to do things, which I will say you can progress with this because this would mostly be if you wanted to do things happen closer to when she sleeps.
mhm.
So that's when this all would happen anyways. So sure, if you would like to inquire with additional parties, go ahead.
Yeah, unless anybody else has anything they think would be better, but that's like the local spooky person, so
Yeah, it's totally talk to Ren.
I would probably split off and go like chill with her, just try and hang out and try and get to know her more.
Sure. We shall go to Rin first. So, Dog and Raisami, you go and hang out with a one Rin Stravinsky. She greets you and asks, "What can I do for you on this fine day?"
Ralph, you're kind of the main guy on this one.
the main guy.
You're the main guy.
My mango.
My main goal is to blow up.
My favorite
See,
one
I
is
don't
just
know.
my mango, and it does the Minecraft eating sound effect, and a mango starts.
God damn it, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got our Minecraft reference in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much we should like, because I don't know if the mayor would be like weirded out by us just like being like, oh yeah, his daughter is sick. I guess I'll just ask about. That's so vague though. Just what do you know about weird dreams?
and ask specifically, what do you know about like haunted dreams, and then bring up the word that you guys know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So you're effectively saying, "Hey, yo, so something. You know anything about like weird, spooky dreams and like word lenge or anything like that? That's what you're getting at.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sure. Let's see what she knows. Generally people think I'm the town weirdo. I have no idea what you're talking about. She rolled real bad. She has no idea. She has no fucking clue.
Of course she does.
She has an amazing occultism. She did not do good on her recall knowledge at all. That was terrible. That was real bad. Oh, let me see. Does she have augury? Let's see. Does she have augury? Can she just ask the gods? Nope.
Rin, come on. Jesus.
You're really making us sad here, Rin. Come on.
I know, you're a robot.
So.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you earlier, but your mic is very crackly.
Man is real crispy.
Crunchy.
Well,
I don't know anything about this Lenge fellow. But if it is dreams, I mostly specialize in warding off and dispersing of spirits. But you could try. You could perform a basic ritual to attempt to read her dreams. It's quite time consuming. It's not as easy as a simple spell. But if you don't mind skipping on sleep, you might be able to get more if you think it is sleep related that the affliction you're asking about is related to. I just remember that she doesn't know it's about the child, but I could show you. I think I have it written down somewhere. She goes and starts moving through books and eventually finds here. I think this will work. She will unstitch the page from the binding of a tome and hand you what appears to be a basic ritual that someone attuned to occult casting would be able to perform.
Okay.
It would take 8 hours of observation and performing. So effectively, you are sitting there like doing your voodoo bullshit the entire time she's sleeping.
The source of the crackling is voice mod. It just does it
No
sometimes.
surprise. Well, you know what they say.
So you're not gonna be cartoon woman too? SMH.
God, Drayson.
Wings has died. I'm not surprised.
Wings has died.
Very good. Now, back to Bard. By the way, Bat, did you ever notice that your nickname in the server was changed?
Oh, was it? No, I didn't. What is it now?
Look at the server.
Oh, it's Bard.
We moved the R
That's
one to
great.
the right.
Oh, I'm here for it. I never would have noticed. Oh man, he can't stick around any longer. Damn.
He's fine. Maybe next week his power won't be the cringe. All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta go here soon too. Anyway.
So what did teenage girls do during when they powwow and hang out for?
I honestly could not tell you. I am not a teenager.
Karma and Kiva, would you like to inform the class?
Fuck. I don't know.
What do girls do at a sleepover?
Okay, this is like
Specifically, a
trying to
sleepover in
last time I had
1436.
sleepover.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know
paint
all about it.
nails.
No, the example I was about to give was the time a friend and I played Minecraft on the PlayStation 3, and we made a shrine to SpongeBob. So let that inform your decision.
I don't know.
Relawana, do you engage in the medieval equivalent of building a shrine to SpongeBob in Minecraft?
I guess.
I mean,
Sure.
that could be like equivalent to like I don't know, like a pillow fort or some shit. Like
Sure. Sure. Matt,
Can't go wrong with a
give
pillow
me
fort.
a diplomacy.
I'll give you a performance.
This is fair.
I very musically build a pillow fort. It's
Very
not
good
great.
friendship
That's just
roll.
17.
You have a hero quest.
I do. Yeah. I mean, it was a
You
3,
have-
right?
You have extra hero
Yeah.
quests because
Yeah. I'll re-roll a 3. That's fine.
a 3
That's
teen.
better. There you go. 27.
Very good. So you went from a crit fail to a success. Very good.
That's terrifying. I don't like that being friends with this like 16-year-old was a crit fail at 17.
she's very critical.
I mean,
So-
she's going through it, teenagers.
As you hang out more with Doriana and you talk, her guard seems to go down a bit around you specifically now. You are now what is considered friendly with Doriana,
Yeah.
making it easier to converse with her. And she elaborates
the
more
thing,
on
yeah.
the nature of the dreams she's had. She tells you about great in her dreams. She describes great adventures with the Motley Man in a fantastical land of forests, palaces, and snowfields. The Motley Man told her they would soon be together on their adventures forever, but he wanted her right hand as a token. She didn't hesitate to offer it to him, and when she awoke, her hand was withered as it is now. But she doesn't seem to feel like it's a particularly serious loss, since it's her best friend that wanted it.
That's not creepy at all.
Something creepy in the Abomination vaults? Never heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of it either, dude.
And as you spend time around... Alright, I need a will save.
Okay.
Of course you do.
That's one
Hey,
of
you're
my
probably
better
gonna fail.
ones.
If a 17 was a crit fail, was it?
It's a 24.
24. So, you can't help feeling like something in your mind makes you get this, you can tell in your own head that this feeling is unnatural. Something in your mind is telling you that you're just tired of dealing with this person. You just feel exasperated with her after a while, and you force it out of your mind, but you find it hard not to be overcome by a sense of just like you just don't want to be around her, but you know that that's not really you. Something is off about that, is what you get.
Do I get an addition to that roll due to the fact that I also have the overwhelming feeling of impending doom already in my head?
No. They're very much different feelings. They're very different feelings.
Okay, that's fair.
But you succeeded at your role, so you are not affected by anything, but you can feel something trying to push you away from her. Because you can't tell what the dealio is. But those are the only times you get a strong sense of anything off. Other than that, she seems mostly like a normal teenager. And so that's what you get with your alone time hanging out with Doriana. Now, rest of the squad, what are you doing?
Good question.
Good
What
question.
is? I know Alphonse would probably just be talking to some random folk about
Are you
some
just
shit.
shooting the shit with the blacksmith?
Sure, I guess.
That was something
We're just having a conversation.
Sure. While he's reforging your shield, he'll be like, "Hey, fire is a good piece, Dad. I always liked working with fire runes. Although it's a bit easier when you're not just transferring straight runes from one weapon to another. It's easier to incorporate some essence of fire. You know what I mean?"
Yeah, I get what you mean, amigo. Especially since that sword was a nice friend to have for a while.
Aye, I can tell. Bit of a unique piece. Not super unique. I've seen things quite like it. Now the real question is, have you come across anything interesting on your travels recently?
Many, honestly.
Oh,
Just depends what you would like to know.
tell me, what's the scariest thing you fought?
The scary. Oh, I almost went into that that fucking accent as well.
It's very hard not to
Yeah,
start talking in an accent when someone else is talking in an accent.
yeah. It's kind of contagious. He just goes, the scariest thing I've ever seen. Well,
Not necessarily
guess-
ever, but on your more recent outings and adventures. Clang, clang,
Could
clang,
say-
clang, clang as he's working metal.
yeah. I could say I've seen the dead reawaken to an apocalypse.
Ah, fucking ghosts.
Yeah,
They're a bit odd. The few times I've
Sorry.
worked with ectoplasm, they've been pretty fine pieces, but they're a pain in the ass. It's very hard to hammer an essence of goo into a weapon.
I love that. Just goo.
I got killed on all
Is that what
fucking
cold steel
bullets.
is?
Yeah, that got me too, bro. I was trying so hard to hold it in. And Alphonse just goes, yeah,
If you
we've, carry on, you go first.
No, you finish. Go ahead.
Okay,
What are you gonna say?
Alphonse is just gonna, he was just gonna say, where we've been traveling, that lighthouse is all sorts of creatures, and ghouls, ghosts, and even scaly folk you can find there.
Define scaly folk.
We did fight this giant one that had essentially, that's all I can explain. It's a giant water. It fell down a chasm, but if you were going to retrieve its parts, just be careful.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'll use what you bring me, but I'm not going down there. I'm no fighter.
I can't believe you tried sending that man down those stairs.
No, I was fucking.
I think
you
you
never know.
didn't
'cause
know
some-
what was down there,
Like,
but
no, like, you never know, because some blacksmiths are like, alright, I'll go down there, fuck it. For, like, the rarest materials. So I was just giving him a bit of info.
Well, as you're exploring, if you find a ghost and you stuff their ectoplasm in a jar somehow, it tends to leak out through solid objects. You might need one of your magic friends to do some of that spooky nonsense. But if you bring it back, I'll see what I can do with it. If you find any beasts, sharp claws, or sacks that produce fire, I could turn it into another nice piece like this one, or make this one stronger. It'll come at a cost, though. But the more you bring me, the cheaper it'll be. I always don't mind lowering the price if I have more to work with.
Understandable, amigo. I'll keep that in mind. I'll relate it to my friends.
And then the subject diverts to just talking about just random bullshit.
Just like random shit.
Just random, just shooting the shit.
Right.
Anyways, back to the squid. All right, what Borg? Are you doing anything?
No, why?
Okay, cool. All right,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Raisami and
Is
Dog.
this a flower?
Is this a flower? Grabs it. It your sweat causes it to disintegrate.
I'd like to note that Ralph is mildly concerned for Warg's health.
I died once before, ain't that bad.
Fine, you just covered in baby oil. It's alright.
All right.
Moving on.
So, Raisami and Dog. What are you doing?
It's a good question.
Quite the conundrum.
Because aside from
Could make a recommendation. You take the book that we found, the really
take it
worn.
to the
Yeah.
could do that.
Alright, I gotta go.
All right, nerd.
All right, gamer.
Peace out, everyone. I will just continue hanging out with the child.
Fair. All right, so you take the book of poisons and stuff to Morlibint, or is there another book that I'm not recalling?
I think it was the. I think it was
That
the
you
book
guys
that
said
we.
was like falling
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. So you take the book to Morlibint, and he says, looks like it's going to need a bit of a repair job. Could do it with magic, but if you're planning to keep it yourself, that would cost you. I'd be willing to take it off your hands for a price.
I mean,
Bit of coin. Not like charging you, as in like giving you money.
were we planning on keeping? I don't know what the deal with the book is, other than that.
So
guys found
from
it
the
book
cover, like you guys like figure out it's a book of poisons.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it would require a delicate process to like open the pages without them disintegrating. Right. So it would require skill checks to get the pages out, and the pages are going to contain formulae for poisons.
Are we gonna really be using that?
And
I don't
Morlibint
think
has
they
offered
will.
to take it off your hands in its current condition for some coin.
I think we could just sell it to him, right?
Yeah,
I don't think we have much
honestly,
use for
yeah.
it.
If Irmgert was here, they
That
would
would
have
be
been like,
different, but-
give me poisons, but there is no Irmgert. So
Well, so I guess we'll just sell it.
Take it.
you guys don't have to keep everything you come across.
What do you mean? Yes, we do.
I mean, judging by the party's loot inventory, I mean, yeah, probably. But
We need all of these potions.
That we never used.
Just you wait. There's gonna be a highly specific situation where every one of these potions is gonna be useful
Every single one.
at the same time.
so you agree to sell the book to him?
Yeah.
Like, all right. Well, then I'll take a look and I'll see what the price, what I'll give you for it. And then you're going to see he's going to cast a spell none of you are arcane casters, so you
Nope.
don't immediately identify it. He casts a spell. The book
R.I.P..
seems to get significantly. If it had a health bar, it would go from like half an HP up to like 30 HP, and he's going to then open the book. The pages don't disintegrate at all. It looks like it's perfectly fine condition, and he's going like, very interesting poisons in here. This clearly turns the book over, from a professional assassin. I'll definitely have to skim through the pages for interesting stories. Well, I'll say this is definitely worth a flip through. Here, and he's going to hand you 15 gold for it.
Cool.
For a book of alchemical recipes for poison.
Go poisons.
We find out
Poison.
later that he poisons and kills somebody. Not our fault.
All
No,
right.
not at all.
Totally.
Alt-righty then. Now, what do now, Nords?
Do the ritual. Wait 8 hours. Let that
Also,
all
bad luck. Quick question. Do you have the cast a spell activity?
cast a spell activity.
I need you to look through at some point. Does your lay on hands feature give you the cast a spell activity? Because you have the beads of of healing, and your lay on hands is technically a divine spell, but I don't know if the feature technically gives you the cast a spell activity. Because if it did, you would be able to use the prayer beads.
The healing hands. Because the healing hands gives me the lay on hands, but I can check the lay on hands.
I will look into it. But we shall. I'll figure that out before next session. So, but you might be able to use the prayer beads, because I do believe the activation is cast a spell.
Oh well, yeah. If it's that, then I could just.
I need to double check
Yeah.
to make sure you have the cast a spell
Yeah.
activity technically.
Understandable.
All right. Now the rest of you nerds. Do you do any more with the child, or what's your plan?
Oh, what are y'all thinking? Do you want to try and? Are we down to
Well,
figure this out?
We could do the thing that I kind of want to get this done, because there's a chance this goes south while we're gone.
That's what I was thinking. Is that if we just leave it?
Yeah.
Kind of bad to probably try and leave it.
Yeah, and we don't have a great record right now of saving people from this town, aside from just in the general sense from zombies or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
Probably should take care of it. We should do the thing. Maybe the thing Rin suggested with the whole ritual thing.
Sounds good. You return to the Benhemes Manor on an additional night, and you spend the night. Whoever is staying the night at the Benhemes Manor, you can you don't run into any issues. Just to see, give me a diplomacy check to see if how your relation with Doriana goes.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as a little unless you would like
And you
to
said
potentially.
You said diplomacy?
Yeah, give me diplomacy. You're good at
Got
that.
you.
All right, cool. So you are also with Relowana around. You're don't find it too difficult to get on her good side. She doesn't seem to be too guarded and defensive with you. She's more comfortable with you guys around now. So if you want, you can also you convince her that to let you just stay in her room while she sleeps. So go ahead, and if you would like, you can give me an occultism check. If you would like to spend the 8 hours doing
Yes.
thingy.
Please, I beg of you. I beg of you. God.
Do you
Hero.
have any? Another
Oh.
another 29.
Nice.
Very nice. So, you spend the 8 hours performing your occultism. You see occasional snippets of visions as you, almost in a trance-like meditative state, next to Doriana's bed, you see visions of her playing in a field, and you can see she seems to be looking at someone that you never can quite catch an eye of. And throughout your time, you get this feeling like there's you can sense a link between her and some other distant space that you can't reach. And you begin to, as you feel out that connection, you realize that there is a connection between her mind and the dimension of dreams. Specifically, a creature that resides within the dimension of dreams has placed its mark on her. A denizen of Lenge is attempting to draw Doriana from this world into another dimension where she can never return from.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I have to say that's pretty not cool.
Pretty not good. If I had to guess.
With a 29, I will also tell you, specifically, as a psychic yourself, you get a resonance back when you feel into Doriana's mind. She also has a subconscious mind awakening, and you sense that she is a burgeoning psychic on the edge of discovering her powers. Specifically because you are also a psychic performing this ritual. Realize this. And that is around the time when the first break of light comes in through the window. You are exhausted. So, with that, Raisami gains fatigued.
Awesome.
Very cool.
For that day. So,
I like to think that everyone who came with me also just was planning on staying awake with me and all fell asleep anyway.
yep. There was just one spooky fox woman sitting next to a bed all night.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Alphonse was there, he would probably just be awake. Only,
Mister doesn't need to sleep.
well, I sleep.
Pretty rude.
Well, it's the same for you. Undead only sleep for 4 hours. And they're up.
Now, would you like to do this
Or-
again on the following night?
Honestly, probably would give good results with that. So, yeah.
Give me another
Boy.
occultism.
not nearly as good.
Not nearly as good. On the second night of trying this, you get far less than last time. You can almost feel like something is pushing back. It's a lot of the same. She's interacting with someone that is always just out of your sight when you are peering into her dreams. So that's a second night. Dog, you have occultism now. I'm assuming you guys are just gonna keep doing this for a couple of days, right? During
Yeah.
the downtime, you
Get
sleep.
to the bottom of it.
Yeah. So give me another one. We'll see how many days this takes for you to get some more information. Not rolling great. Dog, would you like to give it to aid? Would you like to stay up and assist your friend?
Sure.
You can give me either a medicine, as in like tending to their fatigue, or occultism to help aid with the ritual. You can do either one for your aid.
I'll do a medicine. There you go.
Raisami, on this night, you gain from the connection an image in your mind. You see an image of the creature's lair, a stone chamber with a very old map of the inner sea region, painted on it across from a map consisting of several tattered pieces of paper that together constitute a detailed map of Otari, telling you that, in fact, the creature is very nearby. Still haven't gotten any critical successes, but
No, that's.
would you like to keep prying on further nights?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Fairy, are you hanging out at all with all? Oh, you're not here. Fuck.
Yeah,
Dog, would you
Fairy's
like to? Who's the best at conversing? Would anyone like to try mundane prying? Would like to try some diplomacy to see if they can get anything out of the child?
The best.
All right, I guess gonna have to use my diplomacy for
Dog, what is
For the
your
first time?
diplomat?
Mine is plus 11.
Sure. You can apply your pursue a lead if you would like on this.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Go ahead and do it. You very rarely do diplomacy things.
Oh, I didn't. That's fine.
Not to shut you down, bad luck, but
oh no, it's fine.
28. Did you apply your circumstance? You get a 29.
No, I forgot. So 29.
So with a 29 on your diplomacy, Doriana shows you something. While I'm assuming like this is on one of the nights after while everyone else is still groggy and asleep, she woke up because all of you were up later than her, so she wakes before the rest of your cadre. And Raisami is not off to sleep, and you have a bit of a conversation with her, and she actually confides in you that the Motley Man gave her a gift, and she describes to you him offering it to her, and when she received it, she found the gift in reality, not just in her dreams. She shows you a large, perfect ruby hidden within one of her stuffed animals.
Huh.
like to recall knowledge on it of some kind?
Yeah. Trying to think. I mean, I guess.
I mean, you could just take it. She's a child. It just depends on what you want to do in this situation.
I guess I'll try to figure out what would be the best to recall knowledge with. I mean, this is still spooky stuff. I guess maybe occultism, but also, yeah, I'll just try that.
I mean, to be fair, your intelligence is like your highest stat, so, and occultism uses intelligence, so it's not a terrible choice to use occultism. Another 29. Impressive, dog. So, based on the time that your friend Raisami described the fact that a denizen of Lenge is involved, you did a little bit of research in your time, and you found that part of you had a correspondence, I'll say. You got a letter back and forth with one of your friends that works at one of the large conservatories in Absalom. That you would find out that Lenge is a very poorly studied demiplane, and denizens of Lenge are quite mysterious creatures. But they have figured out that what you have found is a Lenge ruby, which is a ruby manifested by a denizen of Lenge that is a mark that allows them to track their quarry. What would you like to do?
Well, it's definitely not good, but I feel like if we try to like take it or destroy it, it'll probably upset her.
Think of the children.
I might. Maybe just ask gently if I could borrow it to show it to our friend who knows more about this stuff.
I mean, let's recall, Rin Stravinsky knows fuck all about Lenge.
Right, yeah, well. I feel like we should get it away from her. So
That's fair. That's
the main thing.
If you actually wanted to take it to Rin, you could try. But if you wanted to
get
it away from her,
that's more just an excuse to get it away from her. Because I don't think it's safe.
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
You did good on your previous diplomacy, and she's in a pretty decent mood with you. Now, 20.
Shit!
You know what? No.
Shit.
It was a gift from my best friend, but you're also a friend, and sharing is good. So, yeah, you can. I don't mind. I'll see you again. You've been visiting a lot. I don't mind missing it for a couple hours.
Thank you.
It's not long. And she lets you take it with that 31.
Sick.
Very good.
I'm good at talking to children because of all of my various nieces and nephews and young cousins.
Exactly. Very, very good. Very good. You then talk about the time that the child participated in the play Wagons in the small town.
I can never escape wagons.
It's just this universal experience that all children have is being in a play of wagons.
Of wagons.
All right.
Alrighty.
party is picking up from where that conversation ended, and having left the Manhama's Manor on that night. Do you what? Everyone else, the dog has a ruby. What do?
Alphonse just goes, "What's with the ruby? You didn't steal it, did you?"
No, she gave it to me for at least temporarily. It seems to be a connection between her and that dream realm, and I just don't think that it's safe for her to have it. But I'm not entirely sure what we do with it now, honestly.
How big is this ruby? Well, a ruby's pretty small, but it's from a different dimension, so I don't really know how big ruby gets.
Yeah, is this like a big honkin' ruby, or is it like a little thing?
It fits comfortably in your palm. Not like it's a big fucking like crystal ball like thing. It's
Yeah.
like you could close your fist around it, but it's pretty sizable for a ruby. And I should mention, it is like immaculate. Like there's no scratches or anything on it. Other than honk snooing, what is Raisame doing?
Fuck, I don't know. I legitimately do not know how to go about this. And granted, the ruby is to keep track of her. So if we have that,
so to be clear, it is some physical manifestation of their connection.
See, my first thought
what was your course of thought? I want to let you finish what you were saying.
I have no like if there's a chance that we could potentially use it to lure whatever's after her to us, and we take care of it. You know.
All right, Doc, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say my first thought was to destroy it, but I also think that would not be.
And that's definitely a way to lure it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I've been fucking going back and forth on on this item, the beads, because they caught my attention. But it says as long as the prayer beads, it just says as long as I cast like a spell, a healing type spell, it should I'm just able to just use it apparently. Because lay on hand is technically
it is a spell. I'll double check though.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you need to be able to cast leveled spells or not to technically have cast spell activity.
Because if that's the case, then I could just use the. Oh, I don't have a bless scroll. Never mind. I thought I had one.
So,
no.
Squad.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
If our current plan is to try and lure this thing to us, how do you think we would go about that other than trying to destroy it? Because I think we saved that as like a.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we got the map.
It was only a map that I saw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't have.
Just specifically, you notice that the maps of like the inner sea region were very old, almost outdated looking.
Okay.
Because I was about to ask.
The maps of Otari were relatively recent. The other maps were.
Yeah, because I was about to say if you know what they look like, You do like a rough sketch of the map if you saw it like clear enough. If you remember some of it.
I wonder if just having it is enough to like lure it to us or not.
By the way, this is around when Warg, I need a fortitude save.
Oh yeah, that's right. Several days that go by.
Oh yeah, that's
Let's-
right. Yes. Fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I already have
Where'd you go
tetanus.
get
It's just a
tetanus?
matter of being able to recover from it.
Okay,
25.
Well- good job. After the couple of days, you can feel a sickness start to set in, but you say, no. And it's like, okay, never mind, fine, jeez. And it goes away. You do not die of paralysis.
Hooray!
Hooray! I recovered
mean,
from
I didn't-
tetanus.
I was not too worried about you actually dying from it. Like, your fortitude is really
Like,
high.
it has a 21.
Yeah, the 21 DC is not very high, but
And I have a plus 14 to my fortitude saves. I was fine.
you never know.
It's just I got really lucky
Yeah.
that one time and rolled really low.
He almost got
When
that.
she had said that she that the Motley Man gave it to her, would that have been like early on, or was it like recently that she got this?
She never specified.
Okay. Because aside from destroying it, my other thought is maybe somebody just takes a fat nap while holding it and see if they get spooky dreams.
You could try that.
I could do
Yeah.
it.
Board volunteers.
No, stop.
Oh, please.
It's best if
No,
one of
you
the,
can
it's
mentally
best
hurt
if,
me.
Yeah, it's best if one of the living creatures do it.
I mean, honestly, I'm down to give it a shot.
Yeah, cause
I could also give it a go as well.
Sure.
there's no point in us undead creatures fucking holding on to it and being woken up literally 4 hours later.
So, Raisami, are you saying you're volunteering as tribute?
I feel like I would be able to do it good, potentially.
You know the spooky things that could be helpful.
Yeah, I know the spooky
That's
things.
kind of your realm of expertise.
Sure. So you take it with you back to the cabin, and you're going to take a rest as you guys now are on a daytime sleep schedule.
Yep.
And nap time.
Nice.
So you head back. I'm not gonna move us to the cabin. I need to at some point rearrange the rooms. Now that Quartz is gone, it's just like, I gotta redo everything. But
I'm sorry to make things difficult for you, DM.
no, you're not.
And Ward just sleeps outside.
I'm sure he's just sleeps in the meat
The
hut,
fucking blood.
in the smokehouse. He just sleeps in there. He just sleeps in a sauna, so he can sweat out the goo. All right. Going to check something really quick. So you're going to go back to the cabin. You're going to are you gonna just fall asleep like holding it? Like what's the exact strategy going on here with the rock?
Okay, so the rock was in the stuffed animal, right?
Correct.
So I'm probably gonna get like a spare pillow, and like put it in that, and then like hold this spare pillow effectively as I go to sleep.
Okay. So everyone goes ahead and gets their Zeds. Raisami,
Mm-hmm.
you have a relatively empty dream mostly. You're not on some mountain peak. It's you occasionally have just normal dreams. This one you mostly find yourself just in a peaceful void. You're not uncomfortable by it. You're just like feels like it's just you're quickly passing time, resting type sleep. And eventually during your rest you feel like there's something around. And then you see a large hand reaching out to you in this void, and then you quickly see as it gets close to you another blue hand grab that hand by the wrist and then crush it, and it disappears into a red mist. And that's when you wake up. But I'm still going to need you to make me a will save.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, her ghost friend saved her from.
That's what I'm thinking.
Definitely
Yo!
good that you were the person that held it then.
With that nat 20, not only did they get no connection to you in your dream, you come to a realization. You can reverse the connection of the ruby. You would be able to use it as a wand of locate for the denizen of Lenge who is cursing the child.
I smell a side quest.
What do you mean? We got the side quest as soon as we talked to the man.
You went on a side quest. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He clearly didn't see.
This is what we need. Hell yeah. Okay.
But you also know that by the next time that Doriana sleeps, the ruby will disappear and reappear with her.
Okay, so we need to be fast about this.
But you now know when the other spectral hand grabbed and destroyed the connection, you were able to decipher the magic inherent to this connection. You were able to spiritually trace the fiend that tried to reach into your mind. Also, you avoided a curse, just so you know.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm fucking positive of that. You kidding me?
You very much avoided a curse, so very cool.
Good
Now,
thing it was them.
now what do you guys
Very
do?
cool. I
Go after the
imagine.
thing.
Yeah, I imagine
find
the.
this fucking thing.
Do you rally the troops, and you're like, all right, we're on the clock now, boys. Let's get
Really
this fucker.
are.
All right. So by that, do I take you get your new equipment? You fucking armor up like the Avengers. The dog, not the dog. The skeleton catches his shield, which for some reason was thrown from off screen to him. You know, everyone tightens up their new armor they got from Absalom. They rack their shotgun.
Just click clack.
Man, we wish it was a shotgun, right, guys? We all know it's not.
It's a double barrel break action rifle. So they could get a blunderbuss. They didn't. They could.
Don't it about my gun.
Yeah,
My
bitch.
precious gun. Don't be
I'll
mean.
talk smack when I want to talk smack, alright?
I feel like I need to name my gun. I feel like that's a thing Ralph would do.
That's
I
it.
don't know what its name is, but
Now,
That's
you
it.
guys woke up
I'll come up
early
with
in the morning
something.
as the sun was rising, around 7 a.m. You went home and took a long rest. So, when you are getting you're getting the ball rolling, by the time you arrive at, are you going to the Abomination Vaults? I should preface this by, is that what you're doing? On the same day?
Maybe.
Because I'm just gonna, I just need to know what time of day it is what I'm getting at.
Right. I mean, would we want to, or are we gonna try? As far as we know, is the thing in the Abomination Vaults?
Alright, Sami.
Guess I use it. I guess I use it as the wand, right?
You do.
Yeah. Bam. I don't know
It
how
is.
locate works.
In fact, it is
Okay.
underground. It is underground quite a distance. Give me what's a geometry check? Like to try and figure out, like, you know.
Like
Wouldn't it be survival?
survival, like tracking or whatever.
Sure. Go ahead and either give me a survival
Or nature.
or give me a.
Nate.
I'm just trying to think of what another not like another tracking thing. What's I guess survival is for direction.
Yeah, I was thinking nature or survival.
Pretty good. With a 24 survival, you surmise it's probably on floor 6.
Where are we on right now? Like currently clearing out.
So.
I think we might
We're
have
on the
just
fifth.
finished with floor 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're on the
okay.
fifth
So you just cleared out floor 5. My mistake. It's floor 7.
Oh God! Oh no!
Shit.
And we haven't. I don't think we've
Son
gone
of
all
a
the way
gun.
down yet, have we?
The spider has been down to floor 7.
Yes, this is true.
They saw a devil.
We saw 2 devils. Oh yeah, that was
Needless
another
to say, I think it's probably a bad
Now-
idea for us to go down there at
Now-
our current.
Now, I
Right.
will say, so you use the wand once. Once you get down there, you can, wands can be used, and then wands can be used a second time to overcharge them. But you don't care about destroying it, do you?
Not really.
So you could get down to that
Wait.
floor and then use it to locate what room he's in.
Wait, hold on. Did you tell me I knew it would disappear and reappear there, or would it like get destroyed and a new one would appear?
As in, to the child?
Yeah.
You know that no matter what, it will return to the child the next time she sleeps.
Okay. That's
So it doesn't matter if we break it.
okay.
Oh god.
That was my biggest worry. Was like,
Yeah.
if we break this, right? What happened? Okay, no.
So, do you go to the Bamo vaults? I'm not assuming we're going to fight the denizen of Ledge this session,
fuck.
but
No.
No.
I
Especially not this
do think we go down in the places we have cleared out. Closest we dare go, and then use it again, and see if we can't pinpoint where this thing is.
sure.
That seems like a good plan, yeah.
When you descend into the vaults, something's different.
Oh.
When you
of
get
course
down
it
to the
is.
first floor
Great.
underground, you come across
Mhm.
Ograil.
Oh, hey guy.
You find him sifting through things in a quite agitated state on the would you call it the second or first? The first floor. I'll call it the first floor down, or second floor. I'll call it the second floor because that lines up with the numbering scheme. Yeah, the second floor, the first basement floor, effectively, is where you find him. The place where you fought all the Morlocks.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
How it goes.
We don't usually see you this high up from underground. What brings you up here? Something happening down below?
The hunter is loose. The Redskins. They try to fight it. Only scratch it. The walls, if they could bleed, would be painted red. The hunter is restless. Can't get me here. But can't go back. Getting hungry. It scares me. Hunter. And you'll see him just mumbling about just the thing that he's just calling the hunter.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That is really, really awesome and great to hear.
That's so cool. Glad you're doing great,
Really
buddy.
cool. Oh god, do you think any of this has to do with that guy that we kind of let loose? Remember the devil?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I wonder
Might.
if those are related or if I'm just making random connections.
I mean, would you like to explore the third floor, which is where Corlock was, the devil
Yeah,
that
I
you.
think we should probably take a look. Unless y'all think we're too strapped for time, but we're gonna be heading down that way anyway, right? So
Yeah.
All right.
Either we're
So you head down to the third floor. I'm not gonna move you guys there. I'm just gonna. This is gonna be theater of the mind stuff. So you're creeping through the hallways. You explore the room, which had all the scratchings in it, where the devil was, and he's not there anymore.
I mean, we did free him from his eternal servitude.
yeah, but now I'm just concerned that he's using that freedom to do fuck shit. Essentially. Oh, you know what though? I did just remember. I didn't speak Infernal when we first met him, but I do now. Is there anything in the room that, like, I don't know, does he...
You see
anything in there that-
scrawlings of an extended period, like of like days, time being passed. Fuck Eurevian, he's an asshole. There's not enough real wall space for carvings of much writing beyond just a shitload of tick marks of time passing.
Mm.
But other than the few expletives and claims that Eurevian is a fucking dick, not much else.
Okay.
Do you explore the third floor any further? How do you proceed further down? I don't know how many of the portals you guys have activated. How many times you've spent the time to reactivate them?
I thought we reactivated like all of them.
Did you?
Didn't
I
we?
don't remember.
I do recall spending money to do so. But
I know
don't
you did
remember how
you did the first the portals between the first, second, and third floor. I don't know if you got any further than that. I don't know if you did set up like link the portal on the 4th floor, because the one on the 4th floor is right next to that dining room.
Oh, right.
I don't think you guys ever spent the time to reconnect that one.
No,
And
'cause I
then-
think that was...
And then the 5th floor, you guys just kind of cleared, and you've not gone back and set up the connected the portal to the network there. So, you guys can take the portal down to the 3rd floor, but you haven't really got a... You don't have the blinky blink past the 3rd floor right now. So how would you like to... What course would you like to take to get down to the 4th floor?
Do we want to try and be fast and try and go whichever way is quickest so we can get closer to the lens thing, or
Whichever way is quickest, but we want to be
careful?
quiet. Yeah.
Sure. Party. Everyone give me a sneaky sneak.
Okay.
You should know that that's not my strongest suit.
Are any of you expert or higher in stealth?
No.
Oh,
No,
I'm expert in stealth.
Would you like to assist Warg?
Yeah, I can do that.
Warg, you can follow the expert on the dog.
You
can roll a d20, add your dexterity, add your level, and then add a +1 circumstance bonus.
Okay, so I just rolled it, so 17 plus our 6 plus circumstance
God.
bonus.
That
Don't
Plus
shut
one
up.
Hold on.
circumstance bonus.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's like, okay. So
There's a
we got
19.
a 19, a 33. Warg got a 2 plus 6, so 23 plus 1, 24. So we got a 19. By the way, everyone can get that circumstance bonus by following the expert on the dog. By the way, even if you're already trained, you can still get the circumstance bonus by following the expert.
Everyone can?
Yes, even if you're already trained. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not trained. So how much? So what do I add to that?
You also get Raisami. You also can get your whole level if you follow the expert on the dog. Since they're an expert at it. That's how. So how follow the expert works is if someone in the party is at least expert in something you're going to be doing, like for like an out of combat type thing, right? So if you guys are like moving quietly, or you're climbing, or you're doing research or something, and someone's an expert, other people can follow the expert if the person is willing to assist, right? Doesn't incur any penalties for the person that's an expert, but everyone else, if they're following an expert, gets to add their level if they're otherwise untrained, and then they get a circumstance bonus equal to half the proficiency bonus of the person who's expert or higher. So if you were a master, they would get so if you were a master, you would get a +6 to your roll. They would get a +3, right? So they get a +2 actually. So they will both get a +2. So my brain was dumb. You get a +2 when you're following the expert on the dog, right? So for you, Raisami, add 3 more. So 17 plus an additional 2. You got a 19 if you follow the expert on the dog.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Ralph, you don't get to follow the expert. You just get the 33.
no, because I am the expert.
Yes, Alphonse, you get a 21, and Warg got a... What did I say before? Add a +1, whatever I said before. 25 would be the total after that. I think I said 24. So... Alright. So you get down to the 4th floor with no incident. And then you need to go down the singular passage that leads down to the 5th floor. That staircase that had the barrier. So, do you guys go your normal route then? And you go down to where the campfire area was? And then you probably take the do you take the stone path and head down the staircase?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly check this thing's checking its okay. Ralph, are you the one in the lead as you're traveling?
Probably. Yeah.
You, as you were sneaking, as you get to the where the stone passage, the stone, like the big steps that you have to climb up, and then the stone corridor that leads down to the staircase, right? When you get to there, you hear tapping, like, of something large moving, and occasionally mixed in, as though it's a creature moving and some of its legs are different from the others. You hear mixed in its movement, occasionally a clank, a sharp clank. Now, you don't have dark vision.
I do not.
Okay. From your right, down a hallway, you hear like a raspy hiss. Something's moving closer to where the altar to Nimbleoth was.
Don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Would you like to try and sneak the other direction down towards the staircase leading the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
As in like down to the next floor down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Make like a
Trying to
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That.
So you're gonna try and sneak down to the next floor down without being noticed. So,
Okay.
as the person taking the lead, to give you guys a fighting chance, Dog, go ahead and give me your roll of stealth in additional time. 29. That is good enough
Okay.
to sneak your allies past. Warg, I'm going to send this picture to you, Tando, as
Oh,
I
no.
believe you're the only one with dark vision. You catch...
Yeah, if Kite were here, they'd the robot would have dark vision.
Yes.
They're
Doesn't
here.
Relawana have?
Relawana
just
does
remember.
not have dark vision.
Oh no, she doesn't have anything, right?
No, they have low light.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Yes.
Wasn't there somebody that doesn't have anything like that though?
Now,
Or do we
It was
all have
Potts.
it?
It was
Potts.
Potts.
Now, to
Oh,
be
okay.
clear, Warg, or Tando, this creature is not facing you when you, see it. So just imagine this creature from behind, right?
Okay.
So try to ignore the face. By the way,
Good sounds.
that thing towers over the altar. As in, like, it sprawls over top. I'll just show you a snip of where its token currently is, since no one else will be able to see it. Just gonna...
Really like that thing. Mm-hmm.
So this is for you, and it is looking away from you.
This is on which floor?
This is on the floor above the 5th floor. So this is, remember how there's that altar to Nimbleoth and there's the long hallway that leads to the staircase?
Yeah.
It's at the altar at the end of that hallway.
Hmm.
It seems to be doing something over there. Potentially making a nest. Who knows? Very good roll on the dog's part. Very good. Now,
I want y'all to just imagine a purple, really big spider that has giant mantis scythes.
Purple's always good.
Ayo, why he Orpal?
by the way, your dark vision doesn't let you see color. I should have made it grayscale, I know. Bad GM. But,
You're
yes.
so bad at it.
Well, either
I'm
way,
so
it's
terrible.
a big, creepy spider scorpion looking thing with death sides for for 2 of its arms.
Cool. Anyway,
Real fun time. Yeah,
I
we're just gonna-
say maybe we just use this now and leave.
Just like, how about we don't? Let's not?
How about we
I don't
jump out of
do
this
that.
one, Chief?
So, are you? Would you like to work your way down to the top of the? Would you like to work your way down to the 6th floor, which is where you fought that purple wormy guy, and then attempt to cast it from there?
Yeah. Well, I feel like we should get at least a little closer.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It is spooky.
Would you like
But
to
I'm
work
also
your way?
like, I don't want to waste it because I don't know how easy it'll be to get it back from her again if we need it.
Would you like to work your way down to the 7th floor? Then, trying to not draw the attention of the creatures that were looking at the Suigathi guard's corpse. By the way, when you look down into the pit, you don't see the corpse anymore. It is gone. It has been removed from the bottom of
Right.
the pit.
Of course.
Great.
So true.
If you think we should cast it from a safer distance, I'm down with that. Or we could keep.
I really don't want to draw this thing's ire.
If you would like, if you're down on the 6th floor, right? I could bring you to the 6th floor visually, like set it as the active scene, and if you cast it, I could blink onto the map approximately where it would be on the 7th floor.
Okay.
And you could use the staircase room as a point of reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds goodish. Good. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So, when you cast it, I'm going to roll 50-50. Alright. The ruby shatters in your hand as you overcharge it to cast the spell again. But you get a brief glimmer of a bipedal figure through the ground that you can see down about 40 feet. And approximately, if I was to place the Blinky Blanc on the map, it would be roughly here beneath you. I'll give one more blink, and that's
Okay, sorry.
where it was.
Gotcha.
And then
Cool.
it fades.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Awesome. That's
Such-
really close to the
So-
staircase.
This is now when someone needs to pull out like a fucking MS Paint and be like, okay, this is the staircase. It was about this far, you know. Imperfect knowledge is the perfect knowledge for this type of situation. So
I
That is-
love.
that is roughly what you
I mean,
get.
I can't see anything. The screen is just dark for me.
It's just dork. There should be a. Oh, it's because you're not here. Right.
Yeah, I was about to say their tokens
I'm
aren't
not
that
there.
easy.
Dog.
Ralph has disappeared to the ether.
Right, saw
there
me.
I am.
I will. So Quats has his cursor on where it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here then.
Now you actually can see the where the
Very
staircase.
close to the
Yeah.
staircase. That's awesome. Anyway,
Now we leave.
once again, let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Sure. Dog, would you like to make another stealth check to go the other direction?
Yep, we sneaky go back up.
Also, the spider is no longer doomed. And
Wait.
fairy is no longer all of the condition.
Oh, that one's not as great.
Okay. We will let me grab the Nords. Also, for next session and onwards, I have an idea for a thing we can do that may make some of the characters a little bit better off. The idea is I was been messing with it. Here, I'll just make it. I'll do this in a minute, but we will go back to floor 4, which is where you guys were. Set as the active scene. You don't have any duplicate tokens around? No, you don't. So, let me put you there. Who isn't here? Tito isn't here. Kite isn't here. They're here in spirit. So, you get to hear. Your torches are off as you get to here, and it notices you.
I'm stuck loading.
This does not mean you have to fight it.
Yeah, well, we probably shouldn't let it go any further up. Either.
Man.
So, those of you that can't see it, but those of you that have eyes can see 10, 20 red dots in the distance that are paired into 2 circular shapes made out of red dots in the distance. And you hear a sickly hiss of something that spotted you, and you can hear it start to shuffle towards you. Are you sprinting the fuck away?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's our game plan.
Cool.
Is go.
So, as the party reaches about here, those of you that normally can't see are going to see this creature at the edge of the dim light moving towards you.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus
I-
Christ.
Like I said, I hate this thing.
The scorpion part.
I can't say I
tail.
I can't say anything
Oh yeah,
about it
it's got like
because
a weird.
I guess. Okay.
yeah,
Its
I can't say anything about it.
thorax
'cause I
has a
think
bit
it's
of
cool.
spikiness at the end of it.
The
Well, don't get me
teeth.
wrong. I think it's
No,
cool
it's
too.
sick. It's also just like that will
Sick.
murder us.
So,
Yeah.
it's very quick, and it gets to about here.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need all 4 of you to
I'm
make me a reflex
surprised.
save to see if it gets its claws on you before you get into the passageway.
Holy shit.
Wait, hold on. It says something about ooze morph dedication. What does it give me?
I don't
I
think
need
it
to
has
really
anything to do with
quickly read-
reflex. It doesn't give you anything for reflex.
You gain circumstance bonus to reflex to. Okay, yeah, about being engulfed. So I do not get that bonus.
Okay.
29.
1.
I rolled high.
Ooh. It was that close to being a 1 on the die.
So what I'm doing here effectively is you're making a reflex save against what would be effectively its attack roll DC. So it's attack roll plus 10. It's going to sweep at the party. Raisami, You skedaddle out of there and dodge it quite deftly with your 33. Warg, you get a glancing blow, but I'll say your resistance nullifies most of it. Doug, very similarly, you're going to only take a scratch. If we were to go into encounter, you would have taken damage, but it doesn't feel great. Alphonse, you're going to take a hit of damage. This isn't it's not really gonna.
Resistance. Didn't it have? Was that precision damage?
Alright.
Because it stands right now, all I have is precision.
So it
like,
gets
I
you
only
with a
have
hit.
Precision and mental.
It gets you with a hit. Action and my friend Skeleton. If this was to be an actual save and throw, you would critically fail and take 34 damage.
God damn.
And it's going to, as you get to here, Alphonse, it's going to spit a web at you to try and entangle you. And it's going to keep getting closer. Party, I'm assuming with efforts, Warg, do you just drag the skeleton away? Like, nope. Right. Party, you make your way further down, and it gets stuck in the passage, clawing, gouging chunks of stone out of this passageway. As it does. But its abdomen gets stuck in the tightness of this space here, and it can't quite twist its way through as you escape. It's slowly making progress, but as you retreat and you flee up into the passageway next to the water, you can hear its distant cries of frustration as its meal gets away. I will remove you from that scene.
Oh man.
Would anyone like to make
likey.
a recall knowledge on that thing?
Okay. Where is
What was that?
What the fuck was that? I will also note that it is that when you saw it, it is battle scarred. It seems to have some cracks in its carapace, and a couple of its red eyes in the sockets are missing.
I got a 15.
I'm gonna do a. Ralph, what you gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, most spooky things down here are occultism, usually, but I could also do
I'm gonna do a
religion.
cultism. I don't think that is a religion.
No.
So
Unless
Damn
it's
it.
from hell, but I don't think it.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Wait, what did you get? Okay, I'll do.
any roll's gonna be a good roll.
Let's go. 2 15s and a 13.
Very good. Would anyone like to retry with a different skill?
I could try occultism.
You can try. That is a thing you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll roll that. See what happens.
Roll another 3. It'll be great.
Ha! I rolled a 19.
Oh, sick.
Nice, Def.
With an occultism?
Yeah.
You got nothing, Chief.
Alrighty.
I also rolled a 19.
Okay. Well,
With
I said I was
occultism,
gonna do it earlier, so
Not getting anything, Chief.
that's not a great roll.
It's a spider.
Cool. I never would.
What are my dice?
You also rolled the same thing, which means the DC would be higher.
Sure.
If you
See,
the DC stays at its baseline if you try different skills. If you try the same skill multiple times, the
Does
DC
anybody
gets
have
higher.
nature? Because here's the thing, that would
no.
be a good thought to roll, but mine is only +1.
I mean, mine's plus
I can-
4.
I
No.
have a +8 in nature if I'm allowed to try that.
I think Kite had high nature out of us, so if you wanna go for
None
it,
of you
I'll
are
do it.
wisdom characters, so none of you have good religion or nature. But
Yeah.
Skeleton,
I'm
if you would like
Fair
to,
enough.
have
You
a
know,
like to
a
go-
+8.
Skeleton, if you would like to nature, you can. Not that no one's gonna
Alright.
stop you. Go ahead if you want.
Ha! There's a 22.
It's a spider.
It's a
Yeah,
spider.
it's a
Fair
spider.
enough. Alrighty.
So many
That's it.
spiders.
Endoletta lore. What is that?
Spider.
Raisami,
Yeah.
you heard during that. Everyone else, you heard cries and screeches of in a bestial manner. Raisami,
Mm.
you heard in your head
Oh.
Abyssal.
Ah.
Come back, I hunger. Even your undesirable meat will feed my maw.
Okay, cool.
You heard that in Abyssal.
Yeah. It's from hell.
Okay, see, like I said.
Damn it.
Wow.
From the abyss.
So, that is
Awesome.
if you guys would like, we can end off there
Oh, hang on a second.
for
Yeah.
if that's how everyone's feeling for the session.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Wasn't really a oh, that's the landing screen. I meant to go back to Atari. My bad. What did everyone think of this not combat session at all?
Sesh. A thick sode, if you will.
Sorry, I had to step away for it. So are we wrapping up here?
I think so, unless you guys want to go back and fight the thing, you can.
No.
Aww.
Not without
I
help.
need to know because they're trying to take the bird out into the living room, and I've been asked to have the cat in my room for a minute. So
Yeah, I think we are. Did anyone have fun? It's a little bit of a low intensity session in terms of
Thought it
not
was
really.
fun.
No one's dying this time.
I mean, story-wise, it hit hard. Terrifying.
Yeah, I'm invested in whatever's happening with this weird child.
Yeah. Sorry, Alfonso,
Hopefully
I
we
cut
can
you
get-
off a couple times. My bad.
No.
Hopefully we can get down to the 7th floor before before that creature gets her.
You never know. I did forget to
Yeah.
mention that you did notice her condition is slowly deteriorating throughout the
Right.
week.
I figured that was the case.
Yeah,
She
that's about right.
she was when she first arrived, she was having nightmares. She seems to not have nightmares anymore. But she seems to be getting more pale and gaunt and is more reclusive with her family. The group of you pushing past the odd feelings are still able to, get her to talk and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
your persistence is working. So, Borg, did you have fun this session? I know how much you
Yeah.
did. You leveled up.
Be right back. I'm gonna go get a cat.
And it became a little more gooey.
A little gooey boy.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. Fuck you guys. I'm out here.
Get out of
Deuces.
here. Cringe.
Alright,
Not
I
tomorrow.
am the-
Not today. Maybe tomorrow night.
Ooh.
We can do some of the mining in the Citizen. I have a mole now.
And get paid?
Get rocks, my guy.
Hell yeah,
Rock and
rock.
stone.
By the way, that had an update.
Yeah, it did. You
Fat
tell me.
Cock Galactic has new monsters and a new
I
season.
saw that. Yeah, I saw that it has new
The
monsters.
new season started, which brought along with it more monsters.
Correct.
Alright,
I wonder
I'm
what
out of
beat
here.
this time,
Deuces,
though.
nerds.
Deuces bad.
Deuces.
What did you think, Raisami? Kiever? Was it a game?
It was a game, in fact. Yeah.
It was
Crazy.
fucking wild. You know what I'm saying?
Insane.
Absurd. Everyone loves absurd. What do you think it
Okay, I'm back.
is? What's up, gamer?
I apologize in advance if you hear a cat yelling.
It's
Okay.
fine. I love it.
I mean, I think he was just sad that he was in the other room by himself. Now that he's in here, he's kind of chilled out, but who knows, he might start.
So what is it? So no one knows what the thing is, and hopefully no one's Googled it. It will
I'm
come
no
up on a.
longer as good as grappling, but I now have resistance to precision damage.
So, what do you guys think the thing is?
It's definitely an abyssal creature.
We know that. Or at least something that speaks it, but... I don't know what the fuck it is. I know it is scary.
He's a guy. He's just being a dude. Oh, so I was going to, if anyone's still in the thing, I was going to actually show what I want to do in terms of, so I was just thinking about it, like, the maps are a little small, right? Especially considering how many players there are, right?
Mhm.
So let me just find the thing here. So if I just toggle navigation, if I set this as the active scene, anyone that's still around.
You do not own a token with any of
I
this.
got that too.
Because
I
neither of
see
you are
it.
here. Hold on.
I
Let me-
see.
So,
What I'm...
saw me. So effectively, what the idea is that I doubled the area by increasing the width and height by 50%, but it results in some corridors being a little like off in terms of the grid. We would just play it as is, right? So like this passage here is 2 squares wide, whereas if you go down to the bottom here, the walls line up with the grids correctly, so it's 3 spaces wide. I don't think that's too much of an issue in terms of like that being inconsistent. It still lets you guys
Yeah.
block corridors and stuff. It's not. You guys aren't really super small. It just makes the place A, feel bigger, and 2, makes it so that you guys don't just kind of
Oh,
like
there we
prevent
go.
each other from doing anything in terms of movement, right? It'll stop the whole like gridlock issue because like if we take for example like the room with the slimes, were you to fight the room with the slimes in that room, right? It's 3 large creatures plus 9 fucking tokens, right? And that's a big room, and you still would have very little space to maneuver, right? So it's just up to you guys if you're down for it. It just the map would not line up with the grid perfectly, right? But it would be more space and give you more room for like to have your ranged abilities make a bigger difference for like slow effects and things to allow you to like kite a little bit and all that other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Area of effects would be
I'm down
easier
with
to
that.
fit without, blowing up the entire fucking room. So make your speeds make more of a difference as well. It makes you guys look a little small, but you can play it off as just the world is a little like the rooms are just a little bigger, you know. So
I was already small, it's fine.
yeah. So
Little and
it's up to the parb T if they feel like it doesn't look too jank. All the walls
Fine.
line up still. So I know it seems like I change something every week, but it's more of just as I go being like, I don't really like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So this will make your movement a little bit more powerful and won't result in just people standing in a spot and then no one can move because there's like 9 spaces for a large creature and then 6 player tokens to fit within.
to be fair, it is. I benefit from not having to move.
Everyone benefits from not having to move, but so do the monsters.
Yeah.
Again, a large part of the tactics of Pathfinder is like action denial and stuff like that. There's not just like damage vulnerabilities and weaknesses and stuff and traits. There's also things like just their physical movement limitations and like disarming someone and stuff like that that can tax someone actions. So all that good stuff. I can't wait for Warg to suffer from actions when he gets dropped to 0 and then can't rage for the rest of the fight. Right, Tando?
I can't believe Warg is goo.
Can't believe it. He's only kind of goo. He only takes a -1 penalty to any social checks he tries to make now.
No, I think it's a -2
I'm pretty sure it
for
starts
every.
I thought it starts at a 1 and it maxes out at 4.
So, you become increasingly off-putting. You take a penalty due to diplomacy checks against animals and humanoids. This penalty is equal to the number of class feats from the ooze archetype to a maximum of 4 for 4 or more feats, which I currently have 2 feats already.
Okay.
Disturbing defense and pain. Well, yeah, disturbing.
I think it's really funny that it specifies that animals also don't like you.
So I have disturbing defense and vacate vision. You want to watch my eye? You guys want to see my eyes melt?
No.
Too bad.
It's like, why not?
His eyes just melt out of his sockets and then regrow minutes later.
I feel like somehow our party is getting increasingly more weird. Which is really,
it's a
kind
feat.
of impressive considering how weird we already were.
Yeah. I don't remember what the spider got from their archetype. I think they can just heal their pet now.
I can heal myself.
Hell yeah.
From my archetype.
Hell yeah. Is that like once per day, or is it like what? I forgot how that works.
Once every hour, I can heal myself. Hold on, let me pull it up again. So, once an hour, I can recover a number of hit points equal to 4 times my level.
Hell yeah. So at the current level, that would be 24.
Yeah. However, each time you use tap vitality, because I'm tapping into my spirit man.
Yeah, they get a little bit more control. Yeah, I remember.
You begin to more and more of the entity's personality and instincts into your own until the next time you can spend an hour or more assuaging the enemy, the entity, bringing your mind back under your own control. So yeah,
that's
nice. Cool.
Very nice. The only thing that's gonna irk me about changing the map is that the tiles don't line up with the phantom grid that Foundry puts over top.
Oh,
I heard cab. Cadb. Gamers. So was it nice to have a session where you did fuck all? Also,
anyway,
fucking wings. Man has crafting, and I'm like, would you like to assist with the crafting? Maybe learn something with your downtime? Nah, I do nothing. Cool, good.
My mom slid cat treats under the door for him, so that's what that was.
Put cat treats under the door for cat?
Well, it's not even treats. It's have you ever seen? They're like, it's essentially like a Go-Gurt for cats. It's these little
of,
those flavors. Yeah, and we bought some for him yesterday, and he loves them.
What a good boy! What a cat! Am I right?
He is a cat.
Yeah.
Speaking of cats, I'm gonna end the stream. I didn't rename the session. It's I didn't change the name this week. No.